Hi, everyone. Welcome to Moonlight Bubbles. It's Taylor here. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm absolutely freezing. So I am cuddled up in my blanket. So happy that you are here for this month's moon episode, this month's mini moon circle, we'll call it. I hope that you had a great month this last month. And I hope that you are ready for this full moon to be over this month because so am I. It's been so intense. So, let's get right into it. So this is the month of November 2024. The full moon is today, the day that this episode comes out. So happy full moon, everyone. So this full moon is bringing us the gift of being present and grounded. Use this moon as your chance to recognize that your life is a miracle and find the strength within you to manifest your potential. You may have heard this moon called the beaver moon. It is called this because beavers are very active in November as they prepare for winter. The beaver moon is wanting to remind us to set our traps and ensure our warmth and comfort for winter. So basically what that is saying is make sure that through these winter months that you are sticking to your self-care, you're sticking to taking care of yourself and all of that. Don't let it, and not letting the winter months and the coldness push you down and make you sad and all of the things that winter does. This moon may also be called or a morning moon. Morning like a not a morning like good morning, like a morning like sad, like ending sad. And this is because we are ending a cycle. So we just had the 1111 portal open up a few days ago, and that was bringing in the new cycle. So this moon is really ending a cycle. So it's a very, very intense time. So this is the second to last full moon before the winter solstice, and this month and moon is prepping us for a new cycle, a new beginning. So with that, you may be feeling very, very emotional these last couple weeks. I know that you are because everybody is feeling it. Everyone is having a really heavy emotional time, whether it's because of the stress of the election or if it's stress of winter coming, it's stress of Christmas coming, if it's just a heavy energy in the air, it's there and it's been really difficult. So if you are feeling emotional, that is perfectly fine. Perfectly normal. I kind of felt for a minute that I was going a little bit crazy, and then I really had to check myself and remind myself like, no, this is what's happening. We are having an ending and a new beginning, and that's really freaking hard. So, this is a great time to put an end to old habits and begin something new. We are also at a time that our emotions are at their peak. So, this weekend may be a little bit difficult for you, and then you should start to feel better next week. Okay, so if we connect ourselves back to nature, back to earth, like I always like to do, we are in just a natural cycle of the earth. All the animals are preparing for winter. They're using this as a period to evaluate their resources, both physically and emotionally, and make necessary adjustments. So, again, just another reminder to take care of yourselves during winter. So, coming to the astrology side, this full moon is in the sign of Taurus. This brings you a time to feel your attachments to your comfort zones. I love this. I love this. I just did my full moon circle in Cache Valley last night, and it was so powerful to play with this idea of comfort zones. So, just a little bit of information about comfort zones. These are places which initially feel like they nurture you, but in fact, they actually prevent your growth. Comfort zones can be people, places, or things. They show up in forms of jobs, romantic relationships, or cities. They block you from manifesting your potential and hold you back simply because they are familiar. So I really want you to think about your comfort zone and think about what your comfort zone is and why that is a comfort zone. It's very familiar, and there's a lot of comfort in the familiar. When you're growing, growth is not comfortable. Growth actually really sucks. And when you come out on the other side, you are just like, okay, I'm so glad I went through that. Like, I feel so much better now. But in the process of growing, it sucks and it's really hard. It's so much easier to stay in your comfort zone in that familiar space where things are easy and they're just comfortable. So whatever they are, the people's places, the things, the cities, the food you're eating, like whatever your comfort zone is, it can be so many different things. Moving out of that is going to be uncomfortable. And that is what this month, this energy from this moon is asking us to do this month, is to move out of those comfort zones. So it's uncomfortable. It's not going to be easy, but in the end, it will definitely be worth it. So in order to leave your comfort zones to create or take leaps of faith, you need inner reliance. You need to trust that you can always rely on yourself no matter which way the road turns. You must understand that you can always bring yourself back home and that you possess all the tools you'll ever need to build the life you desire. This enables you to venture into the unknown. Again, I'm feeling this so hard because I hate the unknown, and having to be in the unknown and leave the things that are comfortable and familiar to me is an absolute horrifying thought. But I really loved when I said that you can always bring yourself back home and you possess all the tools that you'll ever need to build the life you desire. In the moon circle last night, the real life one, in Cache Valley, I was just prompted so many times to say, you've got this. Like, you have yourself. You can protect yourself, because people were getting so uncomfortable in the breath work because we were playing around with the comfort zones, because it is uncomfortable to even sometimes have that thought. And so just that constant reminder to yourself of, you can make it through anything and you have everything within you to be able to make it through and to be able to succeed. It's such a beautiful reminder that we do not remind ourselves enough. And yeah, I really, as much as I'm not looking forward to this next month about getting in to the nitty gritty of comfort zones, it's something that really does need to be done in my life. And I'm sure that it needs to be done in your life. And I feel like, working in mental health, I talk to a lot of people about their mental health, and people are actually very, very open with me. And a lot of people have been stressed with the election time just because it was an unknown. Nobody knew who was going to win. No one knew what would happen with whoever won. It's very uncomfortable to be in a state of the unknown. It really is. And it is something that I have worked through in therapy. Countless hours in therapy, countless appointments. I have talked about my fear of the unknown. And my therapist really told me, like, what if you reframed your mind and you found the unknown to be something that excited you, and that you were able to create whatever you wanted to create in this unknown space. And that's really helped me. I mean, minus like the fear of death that I have, but like in every other aspect that I have the fear of the unknown, I've really worked hard to reframe my mind and be like, what if this was a space for me to create? So I think that that will help you this next month as we venture into this side of our comfort zones and just kind of taking a little tippy toe outside of those comfort zones. So, time for our journal prompts. So if you don't have your journal, please grab your journal, pause, grab your journal. We will be doing the meditation afterwards. So the meditation has to do with the journal prompts. So it's really good to do the journal prompts and then lead right into the meditation. So I'll give you a second, pause. Okay, welcome back. So the first journal prompt, what are your comfort zones? Is there a space that you need to take a leap of faith? Really, really, really think about this question. What are your comfort zones? Is there a space that you need to take a leap of faith? Let's say that it's a job. Let's just say something very general and easy. A job that is sucking the life out of you and you need to leave, but you're scared because you enjoy this job somewhat. You're good at this job. You know what to expect every day. But if you took the leap of faith and got another job, doors would open for you that you didn't even know were closed. So that's kind of an example, a very, very simple example of a comfort zone. So really think about it in your life. I'll read the question again. What are your comfort zones? Is there a space that you need to take a leap of faith? Feel free to pause this as much as you need to answer these. I'm just going to read the next question. What cycle is ending for you? What emotions do you feel with that ending? What cycle is ending for you? What emotions do you feel with that ending? This is a hard question, and this is going to require you to probably sit on it for a minute. Because it's hard to see sometimes the ending of things. And sometimes you don't want to accept that something is ending. Sometimes that acceptance of the ending is really, really difficult. So, this question may put you out of your comfort zone a little bit to realize that you may have a cycle that is ending and you may not necessarily see the new cycle opening up yet. But that's okay. And you need, as I always preach, you need the time and the space to feel and hear and see the emotions that are there with an ending. Endings are hard. They are really, really difficult. Even if it's something that you wanted to end, it's still hard to have an ending of things. So, what emotions are you feeling with that? Are you feeling grief? Are you feeling pain? Are you feeling sadness? Like, what are you feeling with that cycle ending? So those are the two journal prompts. I will go to the meditation now. I actually tried to record this with some music and just to kind of like test it, but it doesn't pick up the music, unfortunately. So if you follow me on Spotify, I have a lot of really great playlists. I have a lot of meditation music. So if you need some meditation music, my Spotify is brown.taylor and it's Tayler 41. Has a picture of me on it. I actually have a whole playlist that is called meditation. So you can listen to any music on there for meditation because it's hard to have a silent meditation, especially if you don't usually meditate. So go ahead and get comfortable for your meditation. If you want to lay in bed, if you want to sit up, if you want to sit on your couch, sit up against a wall, just letting yourself relax, closing your eyes, letting yourself settle into your body, letting yourself settle into your space, starting to notice your breath, taking a big inhale in and a nice slow exhale out. If there are any parts of your body that feel tight or that you feel tension, see if you can shake that out. See if you can breathe out that tension, that tightness. Taking nice big exhales to let that go. Letting go of any distractions around you. Reminding yourself that there is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing else that you need to be doing at this moment. Starting to bring yourself to a safe space outside. Imagine yourself laying on the grass. It's dark outside. You look up and you see stars shining so brightly overhead. You start to see the moon coming up overhead. It has a beautiful glow as it shines down on your skin. This moon is bringing you a powerful energy of transformation and of release. As you breathe, feel the light of the moon gently entering your body, filling you with a sense of calm, clarity, and awareness. Allowing this energy to flow into every part of you, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. As this energy travels, feel it cleansing you and release any tension or stagnant energy. Take a moment to say goodbye to your old cycle and welcome in your new cycle. Allow yourself the time and the space to feel any emotion, any sadness, any happiness, any grief, any pain. Start to see this new cycle as a beautiful color, or you can see it as a flower, settling right into your heart space and seeing that color grow or that flower opening up right in that space. Allowing that color to take the space of that energy flowing through your whole body from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. As we make our way through this energy of this full moon, feel its power bringing you to the beauty of your soul. Let it illuminate your strength, your perseverance, and your power to create life. Through this next month, find times to pause, find stillness, and then dive deep into the unknown. Releasing any fear that holds you back, knowing and remembering that you can always save yourself. Take a moment to explore what leaving your comfort zone will look like for you. How would your life be different if you left that comfort zone? What would you do differently? Remind yourself of your strength. Remind yourself that you can handle and do anything that you want or that you set your mind to. Spend the rest of this time connecting with that higher version of yourself. Or if you still need a moment to be with the emotions of the ending of a cycle, spend your time there. I will call you back when it's time. Slowly beginning to bring yourself back. If you would like to stay in this meditation, connecting with that higher self or saying goodbye, stay here as long as you need. If you are ready to come back, starting to just gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, rocking your head side to side, and slowly starting to blink open your eyes, arriving back in the space that you are in. Thank you all so much for being here, for listening to this episode. I hope that we all have a wonderful month and that we are able to leave our comfort zones in the smallest ways or in the biggest ways. And know that we always have each other's backs. If you ever need anything, please reach out to me. Even if it's just to talk, even if it's just to bounce ideas off of, whatever you may need in this space in the next month, please do not hesitate to reach out and know that you always have a community of people behind you, backing you. Me, Shelby, your friends, your family. You are so loved. You are so appreciated, all of the things. So thank you so much for being here. We will talk to you next month. Bye, guys. Love you.